Hola, culés. We have to talk about Lamine Yamal's contract. Over the last few days, there has been a lot of misinformation, and this misinformation needs to stop. I've heard crazy things about Lamine Yamal, that the negotiations are going south, that Lamine Yamal is asking $50 million a year, and that PSG might be knocking on the door. And I've seen a lot of Madrid fans and a lot of Madrid accounts on Twitter or on X dressing Lamine Yamal in Real Madrid shirt. Shameless. Shameless. But what I'm most shocked about is the fact that the Spanish media, and specifically Madrid journalists, have painted a picture saying that Lamine Yamal and Barcelona cannot come to an agreement. And this cannot be further from the truth. I am here to put all this shenanigans to rest. That is why you subscribe to this channel. This is why you like this video, because I'm going to give you the facts. I'm going to give you the right information, because there's so much misinformation out there right now. And what they're doing to a 17-year-old kid, it's insane, for lack of a better word. This is why I decided to make this video about Lamine Yamal's contract, about Lamine Yamal's negotiations, so we can talk about the facts. And the fact of the matter is, Lamine Yamal wants to succeed at Barcelona. Lamine Yamal wants to wear the number 10. Lamine Yamal wants to be the one who brings us, ultimately, the Champions League title back to Barcelona. One thing you guys have to be sure is that nobody has a magic wand, nobody has a crystal ball, and nobody can see through the future. Of course, football is a business. Lamine Yamal, it's a player, but he is also a business. Barcelona is a football team, therefore is a business. Barcelona wants to get the best deal. Lamine Yamal wants to get the best deal possible. But first and foremost, I want to get the facts straight. As of right now, May 2025, Lamine Yamal is under contract with Barcelona until June 30th, 2026. So that would be next year. This agreement was signed in October 2023. Includes a $1 billion release clause underscoring the club's commitment and retaining their prodigious talent. Okay, Barcelona is actively working to extend Lamine Yamal until 2030. The club aims to finalize this new deal before his 18th birthday on July 13, 2025, which allowed him for a long-term agreement under FIFA regulations. Yamal agent Jorge Mendes has confirmed that the player is happy at the club and that the renewal will happen soon. The proposed extension is expected to significantly increase Yamal's salary, potentially placing him among Barcelona's top earners. Currently, his annual gross salary is estimated to be $3.33 million. With 2 years and $6.6 million remaining on his contract, the new deal would reflect a rapid rise in importance to the team. Okay, so this is the facts, okay? So Lamine Yamal currently is earning $3.3 million a year. That could be a lot of money for me. That could be a lot of money for you. But that is chunk change for a player who is among the top 3 and arguably the top 1 player of the year. And on top of that, when you put in the fact that Lamine Yamal was top 8 according to Ballon d'Or list, top 8 last year, and this year he could be at best top 1 and at worst top 3. Of course, this is a business. It has nothing to do with the fact that Lamine Yamal is 17 years old. Nobody's saying the youngest player to play. Everybody's saying the best player in the world. And we cannot, as Barca fans, we cannot have it both ways. We cannot say we want to have the best player in the world in Lamine Yamal, and at the end of the day, not expect him to want to get compensated for it. At the end of the day, like I said, this is all business. But to hear that, to go from there, to go from saying that PSG is knocking on the door and that Real Madrid could pull out a Figo 2.0, man, that is ludicrous. And one thing you guys have to know is Lamine Yamal is represented by none other than the best representative in the world, Jorge Mendes. Of course, he wants to get the most out of the deal. He wants to get Lamine Yamal a good contract that reflects what he's putting out there on the field, especially when there's other players like Frankie de Jong and Lewandowski earning a lot of money. But to go from there to say that the negotiations are going south and that Madrid media is trying to paint a picture that Lamine Yamal is saying, I want to be the highest paid because I am the highest player. And it's not like that. He wants to get a raise. He wants to be compensated for what he does on the field. That's literally what Jorge Mendes, yesterday he had a dinner with Lamine Yamal. There were so many media outlets waiting outside the restaurant. And to everyone's surprise, Jorge Mendes spoke to the media. And what did he say? Lamine Yamal wants nothing to do about any other team that is not Barcelona. And one thing I know from Jorge Mendes, that he's also a professional when it comes to knowing where is the player's heart and where should the player thrive, where his player should thrive in what team he should be on. And he knows there's no better team out there. There's no better place for Lamine Yamal than Barcelona, than playing with Hansi Flick, Joan Laporta. And this team playing with Pedri and playing with Rafinha and all these guys. And Lamine Yamal wears his heart out and he knows he's Barcelona and he's here to stay. He wants to win titles at this club. He does not want to be in another club. And that is the one thing they're trying to paint a picture where Lamine Yamal is only looking for money. And that is not right. They're doing this to a 17-year-old kid and they're trying to monetize and they're trying to do these clickbait videos. And this is why you follow this channel, because we're going to give you the right information all the time. So in recap, all I can say is Lamine Yamal wants to be a Barcelona player next year and for many, many more years to come. It's just a matter of time that this deal gets finalized. And in my estimation, I know that Lamine Yamal is going to get a jump from a 3.3 million per year to probably 15 to 20, somewhere in that range, maybe 20 million per year, the most that Jorge Mendes may be able to get from Barca. I think that's a pretty good deal given the age that he's in. Maybe he can be a team-friendly deal where we can load up some of that money at the end of his contract, and then maybe at that time, maybe we can renew another contract. But I know that Barcelona wants to surround Lamine Yamal with great players. It's just one thing they couldn't do with Messi at the end of his career with Barca. And I think they don't want to make the same mistake. And I know they won't make the same mistake. And I know they don't want Lamine Yamal and the agent to compare Frankie de Jong and Lewandowski's contract, because these contracts were made before Deco and Laporta took over, before another office was set in place. And these were not their deals. So they want Lamine Yamal to kind of respect the club's vision going forward to surround him with better talent. And I know that Lamine Yamal will come through, and I know this deal will get done. You heard it here first. This is why I made this video, to talk some sense into all the smoke they are trying to spew out, all these media outlets and all these social medias, Twitter, TikTok, and even YouTube. But guys, if you enjoy this video, guys, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. You have no idea how much you matter to a content creator like me who is starting out. And guys, thank you for being here until the end of the video. I appreciate you all, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.